Give us the truth.
Part 2.
Yeah.
Us the truth.
Huh. For every email, for every phone call, for everybody that came up to me at a show, here's part 2. Listen, yo, after the platinum souls tour, I deal with cross movement. I said my goodbye because I had to fly back to St. Louis. I left the tour early for my first semester in school. I was exposed to so much truth that I had to choose between what I had learned and what I was taught to do. At my church on my zone, I was so confused. The first Sunday morning back, it was like culture shock. Watching the shepherd and sheep explode like a soda pop. That had been shaking, they shaking over these shifty sermons. People spitting and shouting, but nobody's discerning. I left the building, my feelings were crushed, I felt forsaken. The one place I was supposed to come for restoration and worship of a holy God and exalt him in praises. Spent the whole prayer time rebuking the Satan. Spent the whole sermon time just talking about money while I was dying inside and spiritually hungry. That's what we need if we gon' properly teach. If we gon' seek, then we gon' properly reach. Yeah, that's what we need if we gon' carry our cross. And we gon' effectively disciple the lost. It's so true. That's what we need if we gon' walk up in holiness and boldness and meek and lowliness. That's what we need in this race we running. Proper lessons as we wait for his second coming. Listen, I left the crib, moved into the dorms, so depressed that I ventured in porn. It was a crazy thing. I felt the disconnect from Jesus' arms, so I ceased to write these rhythms and poems to disobey the king. I told my teachers that I was living in sin. In my Bible, I'd never read it again, and threw it in the closet. I did. And anything that had to do with God, Marcus T, he was doing the opposite as a lifestyle. I called Fanatic and Tonic on the cell and said for ministry that I was gonna chill, cause I was in no position to minister to anybody at all, cause I wasn't sure if I was a Christian at that moment, dog. I started skipping classes, hanging with the masses, and my days were black and gray like cigarette ashes. All I know is that I wanted to die, but suicide meant meeting the guy that I thought was shook me. That's what we need if we gon' properly teach. If we gon' seek, then we gon' properly reach. Yeah, that's what we need if we gon' carry our cross. And we gon' effectively disciple the lost. It's so true. That's what we need if we gon' walk up in holiness and boldness and meek and lowliness. That's what we need in this race we running. Proper lessons as we wait for his second coming. Listen, but it was obvious. God in his providence put me with people that guide me and got me out of this. Doing the chapel service, a cat named Paul Washer preached the gospel and drove me onto the Lord's altar. And I confessed my sin and he pressed reset again. I started over and felt like a soldier for Jehovah. I called my old pastor and apologized for how I behaved. But as of that day, we agreed to go our separate ways. I met this girl named Beck who told me about a church home. First I visited, became a member, and then it was on. Then the pastor gave me a stack of books. Read these. Now I'm back with raps and hooks. Yeah, took a summer and spent $300 on tapes and books and learned from these biblical scholars. Yeah, now I'm back and I'm walking in light, living my life, glorifying Jesus the Christ. That's what we need if we gon' properly teach. If we gon' seek, then we gon' properly reach. Yeah, that's what we need if we gon' carry our cross. And we gon' effectively disciple the lost. It's so true. That's what we need if we gon' walk up in holiness and boldness and meek and lowliness. That's what we need in this race we running. Proper lessons as we wait for his second coming. For real.
We apologize for doing people wrong.
You know, sometimes an apology is in order, because even we as Christians can sin against other people.
And you can run to Jesus.
You know, a lot of people people feel like they through with Christianity. They feel like there's a lot of hypocrites in the church. They feel judged. But anyway, we've misrepresented Christ. We just want to apologize. Just perhaps through this rap song, many come to see ones who wouldn't even bother accepting our apology. Christianity's past ain't been perfect, not always pleasant. Perhaps in the church, some being hurt even in the present. I can honestly say with a sad face and full of shame, some horrible things have been done in Jesus' name. Those who claimed in the past, some have even shed blood. Others simply felt judged, others they never felt the love. That believers explain that Jesus freely came to give, cause we made them feel dead when we said that they would live. Even seeing the sin professing Christians fell in, like adultery, lies, money laundering, sipping gin, backstabbing, rape, racism, the list goes on. But at the end of the day, all we can say is that it's wrong. And I know that the song can't take away all of the pain and the hurt that you experienced when you first came to the church. But
we apologize for doing people wrong, and we apologize for praying through a song, that His love will still be seen, and you can run to Jesus. Please forgive us for the things that you've seen that took away from the beauty of the King. Guess what we say, this man, he can fail you, but God, he never will.
please allow me to say some give the faith a bad name. An encounter with Christ consequently should bring change. Jesus said it like this: you can tell a tree by its fruit. If I plant an apple seed and the seed takes root and it dies in the ground, then apples are produced. I ain't trying to be deep, I'm just trying to speak the truth. So perhaps in your case you encounter one of the fakes who didn't display none of the fruit of Jesus' grace, and it shattered your world and everything was destroyed. You left Christianity and were spiritually unemployed. You were working for the Lord, your experience killed your joy. So now you ignore any mentioning of the Lord.
Don't give up, man.
I assure you there were many who are real, who resemble the King and sympathize with what you feel, who will walk with you life on life till God heals. That's if you're sincere. I guarantee that He will for real.
We apologize for doing people wrong, and we apologize for praying through a song, that His love will still be seen, and you can run to Jesus. Please forgive us for the things that you've seen that took away from the beauty of the King. Guess what we say, this man, he can fail you, but God, he never will.
My last request, don't take your pain out on Christ. Yeah, people will fail you, but never in His life has He ever broke a promise. I promise He never will. These are not my words, but the ones in His will. Have you looked at His life and seen the way He treated people? He stood for what's right, what's just, plus He judged evil. He healed the sick, the lame, plus He fed the poor. The perfect person, what person could ever ask for more? But greater than these things, He came to die for sin, the spiritually dead state that's sin through a sin. But because He's the God man, He's able to forgive people like us and enable us to live. The most unique person to ever exist in human history has taken the time to reveal to us this mystery that we too can be a part of His plan.
Now that's good news, man.
Cause He loves us. Just put your heart in His hands, you can.
We apologize for doing people wrong, and we apologize for praying through a song, that His love will still be seen, and you can run to Jesus. Please forgive us for the things that you've seen that took away from the beauty of the King. Guess what we say, this man, he can fail you, but God, he never will. We apologize for doing people wrong, and we apologize for praying through a song, that His love will still be seen, and you can run to Jesus. Please forgive us for the things that you've seen that took away from the beauty of the King. Guess what we say, this man, he can fail you, but God, he never will.
Time that I show you how my life has evolved to a man who wants to just live for you, and it's just like that. My creator, until the end of time, I am your child. Oh Lord, show you how my life has evolved to a man who wants to just live for you, and it's just like that. My creator, until the end of time, I am your child.